Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thank you very much for joining me here today. This is your one-stop shop for cryptocurrency analysis, among many other things. Now we're taking a look here at AXS, which is essentially a unique coin that is shooting super high, super fast, and it's increased somewhere in the range of 200% plus in the last 7 to 10 days. It's been kind of creeping up, there's little increases every single day, but it's outperforming Bitcoin, tenfold, you could say, and it's a unique coin in that sense because it is not following the traditional pattern of how Bitcoin performs. Most altcoins have a tendency of just doing the same thing Bitcoin does times two. But in this case, we don't see that, which is interesting. So we're going to take a closer look at that. This is just, again, a technical analysis. There's no fundamentals here. I'm not a financial advisor. Always recommend you do your own research. This is for educational purposes only. Also note, I have a signal group if you're interested, where I go ahead and do all your research for you, and I find 3 to 5 signals per week to make it a little bit easy on you. So far, we have a successful growth pattern, as well as the fact that we have about a 92% success rate so far with all the trades. So it's been pretty darn good so far. Couldn't say anything better about it. Honestly, it's doing very well. So if you have a chance to check that out, link in the description below. Also, feel free to join my Telegram community. There's a good group of folks there growing every single day, and you can learn a lot just by absorbing and paying attention to what they're saying. So that being said, without further ado, let's just go ahead and get right to it. All right, folks, let's go ahead and take a look here today at AXS. Now, before we do, we'll always look at Bitcoin and Ethereum first to get a baseline of the market so we know exactly where we're going to be. Moving into the trade, if you're planning to take one, obviously make sure that we do our research, right? Now, let's take a look here first of all at Bitcoin. And if you're new to the channel, I use the 4-hour chart primarily for our the best time frame to get an overview on what's going on with Bitcoin and Ethereum. This is TradingView.com application, desktop application. Probably one of the better ones out there. Link in the description below if you need a referral bonus there, essentially to save some money if you're planning to use this moving forward. That being said, we have the 4-hour chart once more, as well as the simple moving averages enabled. So this purple line here is the 200 simple day, or simple moving average is 200 day. This yellow orangish line is the 50. That is the 50-day moving average. So that being said, both are working presently as a resistance level. You see the 50-day moving average. Looks like it was tested 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. So that's 24 hours. It got tested and rejected and shot right back down. So unfortunately, that's kind of the case. That does happen. For the most part, when the 50-day moving average is tested, it's either tested and rejected quite a few times like we saw today, or it's blows straight through. And you can see this in the past here where it just kind of jumps right through once it breaks. So it's either all or nothing. Unfortunately, we got nothing, but there's a good likelihood it should continue to try again, perhaps in the next 4, 8, 12 hours. We might see that. But the 200-day moving average is essentially working as a potential resistance. It rejected here roughly about 5 hours or 5 4-hour time frames, roughly 20 hours in a row. Major support at 30,000, resistance at 42, and 36,500 for another resistance level. So we still got a lot of room for improvement here for Bitcoin. We're not out of the doghouse yet, but it is making progress, essentially. To me, anything over 32,000 is progress. It's sad, right? Oh, man, I miss these days back at the 50, 60,000 plus range. Suffice to say, let's go ahead and take a look at Ethereum next. Now, this is also the 4-hour chart. Disregard this little line here. It's from a previous support level. Now, with this here, we have a major support at 1725. Okay, so that was tested about 4 times here in the recent past. I think it was maybe 2 weeks ago, but that still happened, as well as the fact that we have a major resistance at 2900. That was also tested about 10 times. But for right now, at this point in time, we have what is commonly referred to as the golden cross. Doesn't necessarily mean it's going to just shoot up out of nowhere because of that, but that commonly happens when the 50 intersects with the 200 in an upward fashion. Now, it typically helps when that happens when the price is above the 50, obviously to push the price above the 200. That didn't happen here, of course. I don't think we're going to see this really matter all that much based on the simple fact that Bitcoin is kind of calling the shots right now, and unfortunately, Ethereum is Bitcoin's slave. Interesting, huh? Now, it's pretty much the same thing with most altcoins, but Ethereum is essentially having a lot more trouble lately. Like it almost hit 2200 here recently, 2 or 3 times, but it keeps kind of teasing in this little channel here. So that's why I have this drawn up here. There's a support and resistance level for my current signal group. All right, so moving forward here, let's go ahead and take a look at AXS. And I got a lot of requests to cover this, of course, so I can kind of see why. I mean, take a look at that. We don't see this happen very often based on the simple fact that Bitcoin's not really performing. We normally saw this type of price action before when Bitcoin was doing very well, back in March, early April. But right now, this is completely unheard of. So let's see what's going on. First things first, I want to kind of note here, just kind of see in the last, roughly 1 week, we're up about 246%. Okay, maybe about 7 to 10 days, but still, that's quite a lot of growth. Now, that's what we want to do here is on the 1-day chart, first thing we always identify is how responsive it is to Bitcoin. I know the most recent price action doesn't tell us that, but generally speaking, how did it respond to previous sell-offs? So April 17th, let's go ahead and take a look. This is a minor green candle and a kind of a retracement, but it recovered quickly, so no impact on the 17th. 22nd, it was impacted, kind of shot down. And coincidentally, on the 25th, when everything else did really well, this was kind of finding its bottom and effectively recovered and bounced back up. Now, looking at the Elon candle on the 8th, not much action there. And then the 18th, we did see a major retracement there. So it's not impervious to financial ramifications, financial news, so to speak, more aligned with, just say the China news for that matter. So, bottom line is that it was impacted, but right now it's obviously got some extremely good fundamentals going on right now. It may not even be good fundamentals. It could just be the fact that it's introduced to multiple exchanges. It could be a lot of different things, honestly. I don't want to speculate, of course, because I don't know, but if you have insight, feel free to include that in the description below. But there's likely just a fundamental catalyst that's causing this, because more often than not, when you see this kind of price action contrary to Bitcoin, something's going on in the back end. But we'll just go ahead and proceed here. Just to clarify, the RSI is extremely high, overbought. So, generally speaking, look at those indicators. That's commonly not really the best indication of a buy signal, right? Because it's overbought. Same thing here as well. We saw that slight convergence, divergence, kind of almost, state of indecision for 4 days there, it looks like, and then it just took right off. Again, no technical indicators here telling us why it happened. Moving on to the 4-hour chart. Let's take a quick look here. First of all, pretty straightforward, but we do have the golden cross here. More importantly, the price action is trending above both moving averages. So this is actually good. This is what you normally see in a nice, bullish type of run. Furthermore, too, we also have the MACD that did swing upwards, and we got a good convergence there. It's actually done a couple of times. And coincidentally, just say you'd had looked back here and identify this, every time it spikes up, the MACD is crossing over as a convergence from the 12 to the 26. So that's just something to be mindful of. You could have possibly caught some of this, the tail end of this price action here based on that sentiment alone. But just bear in mind, we've got a divergence coming on here, so there's a chance that it could retrace. Just like last time when we had a divergence, the price coming back down, and it continued down for about full 24 hours. So we might see another, I would say, 24-hour retracement before another potential bull run if it's still got gas left in the tank. Okay, RSI is not too overextended, so all in all, not terrible looking chart on the 4-hour. Look at the 1-hour, let's see what the Ishimoku cloud tells us. We are still above the cloud. Just bear in mind it's going to come down and kind of test. This could either work as a support level and or just drive it down below and maybe be a potential resistance. It could also do something very similar to what we saw here, where the price comes down into the cloud, breaks below, but then just ramps right back up. There's a strong chance we could see that again. Again, there's likely some fundamentals that are outside of our scope here, and it's really hard to identify. So do some research and find out what's going on. It could continue to spike. Let's also take a look at the sequential here as well, kind of see if there's any type of exhaustion. And as we can see, not a lot going on there. It keeps kind of hovering between and keeps getting reset, so we can't really trust that much here at this point. Just bear in mind it's currently over the cloud, but it could very well travel into the cloud, and that's normally considered a no-buy zone. Okay, so just bear that in mind. Looking at the 15 there, this is kind of what we're probably going to want to look at here. So kind of taking a look here at the 15-minute chart. Let's go ahead and see what's going on. So we want to look at the EMA and VWAP notification, first of all, and that is this guy here. This blue line is the VWAP, volume weighted average price, takes the volume in the last 24 hours, expresses it as a price. So if we see that here with this line right now, presently, the price is under VWAP, so it's considered a, I wouldn't say a sell signal, but it's definitely not a buy signal, right? Furthermore, we've also got the price above, for the most part, as you can see back here, above the EMA line, but now it's kind of trending above and below because it's in a consolidation period, right? So we want this consolidation because that'll help the bull run continue. However, it's hard to want to buy into a consolidation phase because of the fact that you never truly know when it's found its bottom yet until you see the RSI Again, kind of either bottom out right here. That's a good sign, kind of telling us that it's oversold and it could come back up, which it's kind of doing now. Furthermore, we also want to look at the EMA line, which is this red line here, because commonly when you have like kind of a bottom that's being found, so just for example, let's identify it here. When you're looking for the bottom, oftentimes the EMA is going to be, the price is going to be below EMA, right? So we see that here, it's still below. Then it travels above, and then it dips below, but you see how the VWAP line is kind of holding a support level here. When the VWAP works as a support concurrent with the EMA line, then that's an identification that the price is kind of moving in a different direction. Another thing to note too is higher highs and higher lows. So we got this is essentially the bottom. Again, if you were there, you wouldn't know it, right? But if you want to pay attention to the fact that it's not making lower lows and lower highs, it's making higher highs and higher lows. See? So it keeps kind of stepping up, so to speak. So those are just things to kind of identify. But I would tell you at this point in time, for prediction's sake, just kind of as a general concept here, based on what I see, I don't have any indication to want to take entry myself personally. I feel like it's likely going to top out soon, and I don't foresee this coming up much higher. Again, do your own research on the fundamentals and find out what's going on. If there's super strong fundamentals, it'll just continue to rise. There's no rhyme or reason. The technical data means nothing in situations like this. So that's my speculation here. So, big picture, based on the fundamentals, or the fundamentals being non-existent and only the technicals, I'm foreseeing a retracement, or if nothing else, a lot of sideways action before we see some type of further indication of an increase. Again, just based on my experience, when I see these type of things, commonly it comes back down because in most cases when there is an increase in price, a significant increase in a short amount of time, and we saw that 7 to 10 days, we've seen 250% increase, it should retrace at least half that distance. So I would be surprised if it didn't come back down and test this support level here at roughly $11.33, because that was tested almost 4 times there previously, broke above. If it comes back down, it'll probably test there as well. So just pay attention to that. If you have an entry point in right now, or you got in recently, be mindful as soon as you break even, maybe set a stop limit or a sell stop at the price in which you got in or just a little above, because if it comes crashing back down, you can still take some profit that way and you don't miss out. Because again, I don't know much about this coin, but I can tell you that based on its history, there's got to be something other than what we're seeing here that's causing the price to be where it's at. Okay, so just think about it, be mindful of that. That being said, thank you for joining me here today. Really appreciate you taking a look. And of course, feel free to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I do videos like this typically every single day. I also have a signal group too, so I really have the time all day to be able to look at these charts and to identify good entry points, and I help you find 3 to 5 signals per week. So far, it's been pretty successful. We've got about a 92% success rate. We have an open position right now with Ethereum, and we'll see how that works out. But either way, really do appreciate you jumping in here once again. Hope you have a great rest of your day. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.